So this past winter I developed a bunion on my left big toe. It was because I was riding in these 45 North Wolvhammer mountain bike shoes, which are quite narrow in the toe box. And I was also using big socks. I ended up getting the 45 North, I don't see a model number on these, but I ended up getting these, and the difference in the toe box width is quite a bit. That's got to be more than 1/4 of an inch wider, and just wider all around. I was quite happy with these during the winter, but the winter's over and I'm starting to ride in my non-winter shoes, and these are the Shimano XC1s. They were always fine, but now they seem too narrow. And if I compare them with the 45 North, there isn't a huge bit of difference, surprisingly. So anyway, I previously had purchased the Shimano XC3s to replace these when they got too old, and I have never used these, but they're no wider, obviously, because they're essentially the same shoe. If I line that up, whoops, I'm switching these around. So that's the identical footbed, except for it's wider back here. So I ended up trying on and buying some Shimano 701s, which seemed wider. There's barely a difference, but there is a little bit of a difference. But even though those seemed wider, they're actually no different from the XC3. So I have two pairs of shoes that are identical in width to these and are just too narrow. So then I went online and I was looking for wide cycling shoes, and I found the Lake 44 wide in the MX177, and I kind of like the green color, so I bought those. And it says it has a wide toe box, and if I put the toe box up against any of these other shoes, it's only that much wider, less wide than I was hoping. If I compare that to the ideal running shoe, which is the Ultra Timp 3, it has a wide toe box, no heel lift, and is very comfortable and doesn't squish my toes at all. This shoe, compared to the Lake, is considerably wider all the way up into your big toe. This is pointy, and this is not pointy. I think you can see the difference there. None of these shoes are great. These are probably the best, and I'm going to have to use them. I'd like to know if there's a mountain bike shoe that would be shaped more like the Ultra, with a wide toe box and a lot of room for your toes to splay. And the width of the Ultra insole is 4 inches exactly. The width of the widest one here is about 3 3/4. This is a full 4 inches wide. Now I am going to use the Lakes, and I'm going to try to widen them using this tool I bought a long time ago, because I've always had this trouble, and I think you can see how that widens out. So I'm going to put this in those shoes and see if I can coerce them into being wider in the forefoot over time. So I'll just crank this out. So hopefully that'll make these wider, especially if I get these wet. So I'm still in my quest to find a wide mountain bike shoe. If anybody knows of any, let me know. Thanks for watching.